Hello, hello, folks. I thought it was about time I went live. How's everybody doing today? You all good? Today we've got the the unique joy of building. Oh no, the Federation. You never thought you'd see the day, but here we are. It's gonna happen. Quick disclaimer, the music that you're hearing is not music from New Horizons, it's some different music I'm using because New Horizons music pack is, of course, Star Trek music. I'll be getting in trouble for that. TBS crawls up my bum and takes any money that I get for the video, so but it might be best if I didn't use it. So, New Horizons has updated as of today, about an hour ago I think it updated, and it is looking very, very interesting. The Federation has been somewhat redeveloped. There are more ship classes now, and there is effectively a system in place whereby ships become obsolete. So you'll get your older ships. And when they become obsolete, you won't be able to build them, or you'll only be able to build a very limited number of them, and you'll move on to the next set of ships. Also, the ships that you do build, they will only be able to fit certain variants of weapons and armour that are consistent, or roughly consistent, with the time period that that ship was active in, meaning that you will need the newer ships in order to stay competitive against other races. At least that's my understanding based on the patch notes that I've read. I can see that Paradoxical Development Group, which are, of course, the developers of New Horizons, they're in the chat. Hi! And I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you have. So if you've got any questions that you want to level about New Horizons towards the development group, well, they're right here, so just type them in the chat, and I'm sure they will be able to help. Patrick's here. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Winter. Hello, Majin. Oscar. Good man. Lorandel, Tuskin. You're all here. I like that. Yes, Star Trek music is almost as much of a copyright attraction as Star Wars music. Although I have noticed that you can have Star Trek music on slightly higher levels before it gets noticed. Hey, look, a Borg thing. Get out of there, Borg thing. Don't want none of you today. Right, let's start a new game. Still see that Borg thing out of the corner of my eye. We're not going to be the Ubermensch today, no. Here we are. United Earth. That's who we're going to start as. Well, that should be quite fun. Let's see, we've got a drive for self-improvement. World War III and the ecological collapse of the 21st century have taught humanity a bitter lesson. The wanton pursuit of power is a dangerous thing. Now that all citizens enjoy easy access to all basic amenities, material wealth has little interest to the general population. We can finally focus on greater things. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? One question, does Star Trek New Horizons still have warp travel, or is it only hyperlane travel? That's one for the developers, and I'm sure it's one we're going to find out within the next 10 minutes or so. This is a mod. This is Stellaris, and it is Star Trek New Horizons mod. Ilox. Hello, Barnaby. Hello, Draconian. Better dead than fed. I know, but the Federation, they've got all these awesome updates, so... I noticed that there's a nice little glossary here, so you've got the Alpha, Beta, Gamma and Delta quadrants, and you can see that they're coloured in accordance with that. I think last time I played New Horizons, that wasn't there, so it's pretty nice to see that. I think that's really nicely done. Right, what else have we got? Spirit of exploration. There is an urge in all of us to explore and to discover. The thrust of curiosity that leads us to try to go where no one has gone before. I've never heard that before. Now, at long last, new technologies allow us to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations. And they're pacifist, they're xenophile, which is fine, and they're egalitarian. Very nice. We've got a charismatic and natural sociologist race. And here is our little blurb, if you like. Oh, here we go. It's a mod full overhauled by lovely folks at Paradoxical Development. It is indeed. United Earth is a planetary state created through the unification of Earth following the first contact with Vulcans in 2063. with headquarters based in Paris. See, I said it was Paris. I've been having this argument with Max for about 3 weeks now. Max seems to be of the opinion that I suppose the seat of power is in Los Angeles, but I mean that's Starfleet. As far as I am of the opinion that the headquarters is in Paris. Paradoxical Development Group agrees with me. I'm on their side. Thank you. In contrast to many other species, humans are difficult to assign specific attributes because they're very diverse. Very nice. Let's select the United Earth. Now, as we've got paradoxical here, what would you suggest for a reasonable and fair way for me to do this? 1400 star systems seems pretty massive. I do want to go Milky Way though. That's oh, here we go. This is a little bit smaller. Do I want to do a massive one? Jarrell, the uptime? I'll just tell you, Jarrell, it's fine. The uptime is 7 minutes and 43 seconds at this point. What era in Star Trek does this take place? It pretty much goes through the eras. As you can see, we start out as United Earth, and we've got the capacity to join the we've got the capacity to form the Federation and go through all of the time periods. I think that's one of the main developments that we were going to see for the Federation. Is hey Lex, they start as United Earth, they will become the Federation, and you will see them go through different ship sets as they go through. So I think that's going to be very interesting. I did mean San Francisco, not Los Angeles. They're in the same place. I've got a faster PC. Alright, we'll do 1400. Difficulty, Captain is average difficulty, isn't it? Yeah, okay. AI aggressiveness normal is fine. Primitive civilizations, yes, we'll take some extras. Habitable worlds normal. Tech tradition, we're not going to have iron mode on. And scaling difficulty, what does that do? When this is enabled, any AI bonuses from the difficulty setting scale up over time. No, we definitely don't want that. Let's play. Now, I'm going to need a lot of help from you guys on this, because, well, for a couple of reasons. One, I'm crap at Stellaris, and two, I haven't really played New Horizons very much, so if you guys are New Horizons elite players and you know a lot about the game, yeah, give me that help. I'm going to need it. Just let this load up. Now, I'm using the sub-content mod as well. I should probably note. Okay, we're paused at the moment, so we don't have to do anything too fast. So let's read this. I'm going to be reading a lot of this stuff. I hope that doesn't bore you too much, but it's something I like to do. I think one of the joys and one of the draws of Stellaris is the fact that there's so much to read and there's so much to have. The Spectre of War had followed humanity for centuries, culminating in the Third World War in 2053. Emerging from this post-atomic horror, the people of Earth struggled to survive until the scientist Zephyrin Cochrane successfully drew the attention of the Vulcan science vessel to plough the Hath a decade later. Following almost a century of Vulcan patronage, the people of Earth are ready to take their first steps into the great unknown, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Used to be man, isn't anymore. Politically correct. The potential to make yourself a better man. That is what it is to be human. To make yourself more than you are. More than the sum total of your parts. Indeed. Let's begin! Now, let's immediately give ourselves some research to do. Okay, so we've got polarized hull plating as a possibility. Exploit various different resources. Chemosite and Trellium D. Both very, very useful. I think first things first, we'll take polarized hull plating. We're going to need some kind of armor. Let's see what else we've got here. My theory of control. Armada, it says Armada over here. We're going to have And we have industrial fabricator, optical computer, or transport hub. We'll start with... this gives us the computer path, this gives us the theory of matter. Both of these are very useful. I think I'd like an industrial fabricator, first and foremost. Let's do it. Now, I could be wrong about these things that I'm choosing. Jarell says my mother calls herself Moogie. I like that. Moogie. Fear the Borg, that's the best advice. I think it is good advice. Here's also some advice from Patrick Wilkinson. Here's some advice. Don't get Earth blown up. Thanks. I'll do my level best. Starfleet JR Junior Gaming Studio or JR Gaming Studio, I'm not sure which. Either way, it's a slobber knocker. JR, God. Starfleet Command, located in California on Earth, sharing grounds with Starfleet Academy. It is encompassed territory adjacent to the city of San Francisco. Yes, I did mean San Francisco. I didn't mean Los Angeles. In my mind, they're all the same place. It's just hot and nice to live in. Subcontent mod is uploading right now. Oh, perhaps I didn't. Oh no! I thought I'd already got the subcontent mod, but evidently I haven't. I feel bad. I feel bad. For some reason, I thought they'd both already come out. Silly me. Not a problem. What kind of new stuff does it contain, Paradoxical? Because I could be convinced to hold off for, half an hour or so if it's getting there. Based on what I could see of the patch notes, it did look like a fair amount of stuff, and I was a bit... it did make me scratch my chin a little bit, seeing it was only about a 200 megabyte upload. I was confused. Winterwolf is asking, how does Star Trek New Horizons play with DLC like Leviathan and Utopia? Do you guys use mechanics, I suppose, from those DLCs? Get the dilithium first and foremost. Did I have a choice for dilithium? Now we've got chemocyte and trillium D. Now we'll stick with polarized hull plating for the moment. Now that we've done that, we'll take a look at our colonies. Now we've got Earth and Mars both colonized. Nowhere else, and we know where Vulcan High Command are. I presume that we're allied to them. Let's just take a look at our contacts. Alright, that was very foreign. Oh, looks like we've got a migration treaty. Have we already got the migration treaty, or just will they accept? Yeah, let's go for the migration treaty. And then hopefully that's going to make us a little bit closer. We can't do a coalition quite yet. They're just not very happy with us. I'd like a research agreement. Oh no, they're not having it. Oh, maybe. Maybe they will. Hang on. Let's go for a research agreement and try changing the time period a little bit. No, they're not interested. Yes, Eno Valiardum. Fine then. The dilithium is mining station. Okay. So where was which one was that on? Thanks, Lex. I'm gonna need help today. Not mining station here. Is that gonna be here? Looks like I don't have mining station as a possibility here. No, I don't have mining station first and foremost. There's a research that I can do. That's fine. I'm surprised you aren't using UI mods to go with Star Trek New Horizons. Yeah, I didn't feel the need to do so. It just while I don't mind UI mods by any stretch of the imagination, I didn't feel the need to do it. Within my mod list, I do have pretty much all of the UI mods. I've got a Federation, Klingon, God, loads of them. But I don't like Federation LCARs at all. In fact, I despise Federation LCARs. Because typically they're done in the TNG fashion, and I think the TNG LCARs are the worst ones that were ever made. I'd love to see a TMP version. That would be super duper cool. Paradoxical says, as a response to asking about whether the DLCs are used, if we use DLC content, we have to limit the mod to those whom own the DLCs. We have to try not to use DLC content if at all possible, except for robots, Prelor, and some of the minor stuff. So typically they don't use too many of the DLC mechanics. They've made a lot of their own mechanics though, so it's not like you'll be losing out. Yes, Winterwolf, yes, I know they won't go for it. It needs to be kind of in the green, doesn't it? Oh, 40 Eridane, more Vulcan High Command. I need to get going, So let's unpause. I think we'll go on fast rather than fastest for the moment. We do have a tiny fleet here.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh no.
I am Q. Just Q from the Q continuum. Trust me, I'm all that. Omnipotent, omniscient, handsome. Anyhow, I've deigned your pathetic civilization to be at least somewhat worthy of my advice and guidance.
Okay.
The challenges ahead for you here are different enough from what you've encountered before that you'd be a fool to turn down my offer. As a token of my generosity, I'd like to offer you an, have a nice shiny mineral.
I appreciate the offer, Q. One shiny mineral. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to take it from him. I suspect I might regret this. Q is a lunatic. Right, let's see where we can go. Let's go for surveying this system. In fact, if we hold down shift, I believe we can do this with several of them. Survey, survey, survey. Let's get all of the local systems surveyed. Get this one done as well. This one. Kind of come back on ourselves a little bit, try and survey around the Vulcans. I'd like to, probably sounds a little bit odd, but I'd like to cut them off if I possibly can. Oh, can I not get there? No, I can't get to either of those. Oh, that's as many orders as I can give. All right, unpause. I'd like you to build us. Oh, I don't have enough for mining stations. Sad girl is sad.
Initiating communications.
Let's take a look at Sol. Take a look at the surface here. What can we do down here that is going to help us? At the moment, it looks like we've got most of the things that we need. Basic physics lab. We've got mining networks. Okay, nothing too concerning at the moment. Hello. Vulcan High Command would like to enter into a non-aggression pact. I would love that. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's take a look at Mars. Not a great deal going on here. Interestingly that it's more often than not food. A lot of food stuff on Mars. Do have some dilithium, surface dilithium deposit over here. Now we can't collect it at the moment, I don't believe. Can we? So as soon as we have enough cash, we will start doing a little bit more. If I grab that fleet, where's it hiding? I know you're here somewhere. There you go, there's a construction ship. Let's see what we can do. Typically I tend to run out of energy very quickly. Ah yes, dilithium. Truly wonderful crystals. You can accumulate them in two different ways. Either build a dilithium mine on a planetary tiles that have a dilithium deposit on them, or build a mining station around a dilithium deposit on some forsaken asteroid. Both methods will produce raw dilithium, which can then be processed in a dedicated refinery facility. To get that, you will get processed dilithium. Better refineries will be able to produce more processed dilithium per raw dilithium deposit. Blah, blah, blah. You can even build a small synthetic refinery on your star bases for a small kick of processed dilithium. Thank you very much for the cheers, Qualter. It's lovely of you. You've got a purple badge. Oh, yeah. Gather more processed dilithium to get a passive bonus to your Empire's naval capacity. Note that this modifier updates only once a year, so give it some time. Thank you very much for the advice, Q. I appreciate you and everything that you've done for me. Amalthea, it looks like I need... There you are.
Construction complete.
Oh, that was noisy. I need a mining station there. Let's take a look at the survey over here. Why so serious? If anybody knows of a great system for me to go to, just let me know. Let me know, folks.
I'm not just any Cardassian.
Kai Good, thank you so much for following the channel. Very good of you, my man. Speaking of following the channel, anybody who is watching on YouTube, I'd really appreciate if you had a look in the description below and followed the Twitch link. I am going to be doing rando streams on Twitch that don't necessarily show up on YouTube occasionally. So I'd really like it if you just follow the link and follow my channel over on Twitch, because you might find that if you are experiencing a dearth of content and you're a little bit bored, it would be nice for you to get some nice evening rando streams. Ryzian system, plenty of naked people. I gather that
complete.
I gather that Ryza was a bit of a shithole in the early stages of this. Was it not? Okay, we've got everything that we can from there. Let's go and grab. Hey, construction ship. You, I need you. Build a mining station. In fact, we should be able to build one on Juno as well. That's good, and also on Venus. So there you go, we've practically done the system. Oh, it looks like on Sirius there is a highly colonizable world. What's it called? Keresindal. Let's see, it's got 10 potential slots on there. Let's keep looking, see if we can find anything else. Oh wow, this is a big map. This is a very, very big map. For those of you who've played a map of this size, how do you find that it performs in late game? Oh, look at our station. Love it. I shouldn't get so excited about things, but it's hard not to, isn't it? It's Star Trek. You've got to get excited. It's our job. Right, let's see what we can do.
Just any Cardassian.
Gooseman, thanks so much for following me, man. I really appreciate that.
Discovered.
Oh, hello. We have unlocked the science station, the engineering station, and the tactical station for our ships. Our continued advances with the construction of interstellar ships have... Pause. If I'm going to read things, I'm going to pause. Sorry, folks. It does mean it's going to go a bit slower than it might otherwise do. But I don't want things to happen without my knowledge or understanding. I've developed a need for more specialised bridge designs for our spaceships. More importantly, if we're going to explore the stars, we must better prepare ourselves for the dangers, or perhaps enlightenment, that comes with exploring the unknown. Lovely. Okay, so what is next? Diplomacy or slavery? Interestingly, that could be very, very interesting for us. Got a heroic landmark over here. I don't think I need that immediately. Division headquarters, ground space weaponry. This is all very war-y. Interesting that it's a society research. Mind you, I suppose, what else would it be? It's not physics, is it? Yeah, society research does make sense. We're going to go with diplomacy or slavery, I think. And the reason that I think we're going to go with that is by virtue of the fact that I do want to form the Federation this episode if I can, or at least be part of the part of the union that forms the Federation. I think your spaceship is heading into Andorian territory. That's always good. Go south and find Terra Nova. I'm sure I'll do that. In fact, I might just get planetary dock. We haven't quite got enough for another science ship, but we will do so. We've nearly got enough. Girl's secret canar stash. I like the idea of that. Draconian says, it makes me want to do a Stellaris series after I've finished my Star Trek Armada 3 one. Absolutely. Are you doing a Cardassian series? Ooh, I'll have to watch that. I think you certainly should do a Stellaris series. I think whereas SDA 3, I mean, it's a lovely RTS game. If you really want 4X and you want to feel like you're exploring and you want to feel like you're engaging in diplomacy that means something, Stellaris is a better basis of a game for it. It just is. And I don't think there's any getting away from it. Let's unpause. Nearly got enough for a science ship, which I'm going to grab, and then we'll go the other direction with it. That's one thing that I don't do very well, is I don't tend to explore as well as I'm supposed to, because I'm a bit of a pleb. Have you not finished the Sirius system yet? Ooh, what's that? Rhodonium. Interesting. Get global defense, you'll need it for the Zindi. They won't attack me. You've got to speculate to accumulate, Draconian. I won't yell at you. Okay, the planetary dock at Earth has finished its construction queue. We have another science vessel. I've been told to go south. So how do we get there?
Communications.
Ooh. What's happening here? Hello, Vulcans. You would like to enter into a defensive pact? Yes, I'd love that. Oh yes, of course, we've already completed that ship. Science vessel, where can you go? Oh, we need a fully crewed science ship, of course, I'm just a fool. Let's see what we've got. You're careful, I don't like the idea of that. Research speed is improved, which isn't any good for you. And that's also research speed. Ah, damn, I don't want any of these guys. You're the youngest, you'll do.
Affirmative.
There you go, you're now fully crewed, so let's survey this system. In fact, are you? You're going south. You're going the other way, aren't you? This system. Oh, that should give me a couple of days grace, shouldn't it? Perfect. Okay, that'll do. That is what I'm going to tell him to do. You, I'd like you to... Oh no, I can't build any more mining stations. That's fine. Well, I quite like the look of this. We need to build an outpost soon, which I've noticed. Now, this is different from the base game. It takes materials, it takes raw materials, and it doesn't take influence in order to get that. We've got polarized hull plating. What can we now get? Intrepid light cruiser. That sounds very, very fun. Starbase capacity. Don't need to concern ourselves with that, so we'll take that Intrepid light cruiser. We've nearly got the industrial fabricator.
Discovered.
Ooh. Command station, physics lab, electrostatic fusion power core. Yeah, that'll do. Quite got enough for the starbase. Alright. First things first, I'm going to need you to build mining stations around any remaining planets in the Sol system, I suspect. I know they will. Don't worry, I know they will. Hayden, this is all new to me. In spite of the fact that I've played New Horizons a few times, I've never played as the Federation before. The way that the ship classes are going to be built up is going to be quite different. So hopefully we can explore that, and you guys can give me the advice that you have. We are trying to unlock the Intrepid type light cruiser, so hopefully that is going to start us down the path that we want to go down. Put gem over here. Let's take a look and see if our friends now are willing to go into a research agreement with us. Not for that length of time, and it only gets worse. Okay. What if I give you an active sensor link? Does that help at all? Not at all. Okay, so they don't like me quite enough. Oh, interestingly,
Survey complete.
they have Casus Belli on a different empire, and they're overwhelming compared to us. The Sirius system has been fully surveyed. That's lovely. An unknown source of chronoton particles has been detected in the vicinity of Springboard. Yep, research it. I always take those researches when they come up. You're building mining stations, that's fine. I should probably get another construction vessel, really. Hello. They're busy bees, your science ships, aren't they? Buzzing around, sticking their appendages where they shouldn't go. I can't say I approve, but if they're doing so, you may as well gain something whilst they do it, hmm? You might note that your science ships can also equip science modules. Oh, many of these modules will give you small benefits as you survey the cosmos, such as additional resources and research. Others allow you to use your science ships in various ways, even when they're not out surveying. I didn't know this, allowing you to equip your ships with civilian facilities, diplomatic quarters, and even gambling dens. Take note of the modules you unlock along the way. Thank you, Q. You've been very helpful. Why is he being so helpful? I don't trust this.
Technology discovered.
Oh, hello. Xeno Relations technology breakthrough. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels, my name is James Seabrook, and I've been leading the team researching advanced studies into non-human behavioural trends. I'm pleased to announce that we've made a substantial breakthrough, offering us a number of potential applications to pursue. Please let us know which of the following avenues you wish to develop. Can you provide more information? Certainly, Prime Minister. As you know, our advances into xeno studies, linguistics and biology have led to a revolution of sorts in our understanding of the alien mindset. We need to make a decision between two wildly conflicting ideologies, each offering their own path of scientific technological evolution. Interstellar Trade Association, this is but the very first step in a list of technologies that deal with interspecies diplomacy, cooperation and trade. Selecting this path allows for the research of benefits, trade attractiveness, unique modules, special buildings and much more. This option can't be selected by xenophobe empires. Interesting. Ministry of Intelligence. This specialization opens a path of technologies that deal with slavery, authority and control. So this is there's almost kind of a decision split here as to whether you're going to be the Terran Empire or whether you're going to be the Federation. Now, our humans, they're naturally xenophile anyway, which means we have to go for the Interstellar Trade Association. We can't go for the Ministry of Intelligence unless we've changed our ethos, which of course we haven't done, and we are Federation builders. That is the plan for today, so we're going to go Interstellar Trade.
Technology discovered.
It is done. We've researched a couple more technologies. Okay, let's see what we got. Educational reforms is always going to be nice. Additional edicts. Oh. Let me do... okay. Can I move you over here? Yes. Let's take a... What does this do? Police station. It gives us law enforcement. I'm going to take that because it opens more paths. Okay, right. The source of chronoton particles appears to be traceable to a small vessel in orbit of Springboard. Sensors are unable to penetrate its hull and it appears to be drifting. Open hailing frequencies. Oh my, look at that. I don't want to say a shit-eating grin because that's what it is. Am I playing with any mods? Yes, I'm playing with Star Trek New Horizons. As I imagine the title would suggest, the zone. Offer them energy. Oh, that's a good idea. I might do that. Good idea, Eric. Right. Now, I know what goes on here. Please move about 1 meter to your right. Confused, the captain moves aside as a human materializes on the bridge. Excellent. Now, my name is Professor Yekatanana Shatalov, and I've travelled back in time 2 centuries to study the crew of the USS Franklin. Why, though? The exploits of this ship and its captain are legendary in my time. Well, I know I shouldn't help him, but I'm going to assist the historian. His time on the USS Franklin is difficult for many of the crew. A constant stream of questions and her not so suitable condescension do little to ingratiate. After a while, though, Captain Yelena Ulanov strikes up a conversation with the time traveller and the two discuss United Earth history up to the current year. Eventually, the historian declares her research completed and prepares to depart for the USS Franklin. Aha. That's okay, DAZN, don't you worry. The Professor bids farewell to the crew of the USS Franklin and beams back to her shuttle. Several hours pass, however, and the vessel does nothing until another hail is received. Well, this is unfortunate. The shuttle's time drive is dead. Irreparably. I'm stuck here now, and I'm sure they knew I would be a predestination paradox. I'm sure of it. The Professor offers to provide her services, but not before setting the self-destruct shuttle to prevent further contamination of the timeline. Cool.
Construction complete.
I've got construction complete over here, and we should now have enough to build... Oh no, look, we do need... yes, look at that. We do need influence for the outpost. Oh, there are 2 worlds that I can settle in a Sirius system, potentially. Look. Springboard, what have you got? You've got 17. It's a pretty good world. Yeah, I'm taking this serious, sister. I'm sure a lot of you guys will go a lot faster than me on New Horizons. For some reason, I take my... What do you want? Okay, you've just updated. Let's try and get rid of a couple of these slums. Energy is probably going to be a good thing for me to clear. Because I'm using it all. Only got 219 left. That's okay for the moment. Take a look at Springboard, shall we? Looks pretty okay. Hasn't got amazing stuff, but it does have a little bit of dilithium, which is always good. There you go, you can see that we've got our raw dilithium here. Eric says, I also take the time to pause. Good, I'm glad you do. I always feel like I'm going far too slowly in games of this nature, but I like to read everything and just relax and, you know, really enjoy myself. And I hope you will 359 over here. Some semi-colonizable things, but nothing too good. Right, we were going to... Maybe I'll offer minerals. You're now overwhelming. Hello, let's talk about a trade deal for a research agreement. Look, I know you've got very, very limited interest. Well, let's try for 10 years, and how about I give you some minerals? Let's go for a monthly transfer of... If I do a monthly transfer of 1, they're probably going to accept. Yeah, boy! I can't believe we got away with that. I don't know, 1 monthly's okay, isn't it? It's not too bad. Take your time, girl. The Borg aren't here yet. That is very true. That is very true. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Well, I think we kind of knew that before. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. Yeah, that's a commendable initiative, a wonderful one. Okay, we've got our research agreement for 10 years. I don't mind losing 1 a month, that's okay. Right, let's see what's going on over here. This is all well and good. Let's just see if we've got any people who are technically unemployed at the moment. You are.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, look, we can get... Surely this requires dilithium. Suppress the collection of resources. I wanted to press no there. Cancel it. Yes, I do want to cancel that because we have this place that we could build a dilithium refinery on. I need to read this. I know I need to read this. I'm going to tell you to research because I know that I want you to do something. We'll have a dilithium refinery there, and we will move you, you're a growing pop, to there. And that'll give us the dilithium that we need. Well, they were on -4, and typically they seem a little bit unwilling, or at least they have done in the games that I've played, unless it's in the green. A number of scientists across the United Earth believe they have identified signs of a change to the timeline, following a wave of chronoton radiation being detected sweeping across the quadrant at superluminal velocities. So far, no one has been able to identify the supposed changes. Understood. Oh, I need to look at Mars, don't I? I've been ignoring Mars. This is what... This is what happens. We know what happens when we ignore Mars.
Technology discovered.
Let's take a look. Well, there's only so much that we can do here, sadly.
Construction complete.
Oh.
Survey complete.
Alright, there's loads of stuff happening. Pause it. We can now use the trade embargo, Casus Belli, against the Vulcan High Command. We're not going to. We can use the demilitarization, Casus Belli, against the Vulcan High Command. We're not going to do that either. And we can use our ideology against the Vulcan High Command. Once again, we're not going to do that. We have completed a research, however, and we've got a couple of options. We've got the Yoyodyne Pulse Fusion Warp Engine, which is always a good thing. We also have phase cannons. Now, we're going to want to defend ourselves, so let's take phase cannons. Because there's India coming, you keep telling me, and I'm scared. System surveyed, Wolf 359 is done. The Sirius sector, it has been taken. Let's build... Oh, we've got nearly what we need. Let's get rid of these things. Construction's complete. Yes, blah, blah. Right, as soon as you're able to, we're going to build a bunch of stuff on Sirius. Give ourselves 11 more minerals and 7 more energy. Very nice, very nice. Bing. Oh, look. Ooh. Right, folks. Now this is interesting. We've got several things that we can choose here. The Unity bonuses.
Technology discovered.
Hey, I told you to pause. Stop that. We have got Frontier, Preservation, Federation, Harmony, Discovery, Diplomacy, or Diversity. Lots of D's. Overseer says, I might or might not have purchased Stellaris in a moment of weakness. Well, I really hope you enjoy it, Overseer. I think there's a lot to go with in Stellaris, and there's a massive amount of really, really good mods out there. Some of them are very minor, some of them are very major, like New Horizons. And I think as long as you can build the right mod list, you'll have a really, really good time with it. I've been talking with Tao Shazler, who's on our Discord. There's a link below if you're not already in our Discord, by the way, folks. So please do click that link, join into our Discord, and start chatting with everybody. But Tao was really good the other day, and he must have spent about 45 minutes with me talking through various different mods that I'd found, because he's tried a lot of them, and he told me what was good, what was bad, what worked together, what might not work together. A good example is New Horizons, actually, which we're playing now. New Horizons only works with itself, so you can't add a load of additional mods onto New Horizons and expect it to work correctly, because it's a total conversion. Some other mods delve into lots of different aspects of the coding for the game as well. If you've got a mod that dives into 5 or 6 different aspects of the coding of the game, and then you try and put a secondary mod on top of that deals with the same aspect of the game, you might find that the changes don't stick and they don't work correctly. Oh, there's Tao, look, hello. Sorry man, I'm sending everybody your way. Uh-oh, I'm going to be in trouble with Tao now. We gave it, well, I wanted their research as well. That's what I was trying to do, you see, Krolter. I was trying to receive a research bonus from them, and that's why they weren't overly willing. What's the point helping them with research when they're not helping me at all? What I really wanted to do was increase the speed of my research, and that's what the research agreement was about. At least that's the way I think it works. If I'm wrong, you should probably let me know. What should I go for on these, folks? So let's see what they do. We must expand our civilization to new systems and planets or risk eventual extinction. Preservation is the preservation of unique life forms and biomes across the galaxy is more than a calling. It's fundamental if we ever hope to unlock the mysteries of creation. In fact, I should probably look at the bonuses as well. Adopting the first stage of Frontier tradition increases colony development speed by 100%. That's always good. Adopting the Frontier gives you 2 additional core sector systems. That's pretty good. Okay, the adoption effect. Preservation tree decreases construction of medical and green buildings by 25%, and that gives us better food consumption. The Federation one, which might be the one that we go for. We shall see. On Interstellar Federal Republic, composed of planetary... Adopting the first stage of the Federation tradition allows for the construction of embassies from member worlds. Okay, with unique trade goods and alien migration. Cool. Adopting all of the Federation tradition reduces building cost by 10%. In addition, you'll unlock that's not useful yet. Diversity, again, not overly useful. Diplomacy is potentially useful. Let's see what it says. The surest way to defeat your enemies is to make them your friends. It will reduce our diplomatic influence cost by 25%. I'm not planning to go to war anytime soon, so nothing to worry about there. Discovery. Our curiosity about the universe is... Yeah, we will go with Frontier, I think. Eric says, I always take Discovery, but I'm not sure it's worth it in this mod. So what does it do? First stage of Discovery will unlock the science auto-explore. Ooh! I'm taking Discovery. Yeah, good call. I think it is worth it. I really do think it is worth it. I'm taking Discovery because I want my science ships to auto-explore. I don't want to tell them where to go all the time. It irks me to do so. Alright, we now have enough to build our mining stations here. We've got the Intrepid Light Cruiser. Perigium NX Shuttle Pod. Next stage, hull construction technology. Well, next stage, hull construction technology, please. Let's take a look at our ship designer. We should have a new design, which is the Intrepid Light Cruiser. Let's take a look and see how this works. Let's take a look at the sections that we have. Ooh, I'm excited. Luckily, we're paused at the moment. Light Cruiser, torpedo barrage, or heavy weapon emplacement. I think for the time being, a light cruiser front is fine, and standard secondary hull. Yep, Intrepid, please. Okay, so what do we have? Charger, we have picket, we have skirmisher, and we have sniper. Now, let's see what they all do. The ship will try to focus on intercepting charging ships and incoming fire directly at the enemy, closing down to a range of 15 units, and will try to deal as much damage as possible. Being as we're a light cruiser, maybe that's not the way for us to go. Skirmisher, stay at a median weapon range and circle the enemy, preferring to focus on causing damage to heavy ships. I think we're going to go with Skirmisher. Oh, we've already got basic warp engines. Polarized hull plating, I think. We've got microfusion thrusters, which is all we can have. Yes, yes. Now, we've only got pulse cannons at the moment. We'll have phase cannons soon, so I will have to... Where's our power usage? It's over here. Okay. Let's see how many phase cannons we can get. Oh, do you know what? We're absolutely fine, aren't we? A couple of nuclear torpedoes, because we haven't got proper torpedoes yet. We don't need another reactor, because we've got a massive surplus of power at the moment. Let's take a look at the stations that we can have. And what do all of you do? Intrinsic spin of the Electron. This solid-state computer core can be dedicated to targeting solutions, increasing the accuracy. Yeah, I'll take one of those. What can we have over here? Additional bulkheads, yeah, we'll take them. And we've got similar things. High energy plasma is safely routed from the warp reactor to the drive engines and the tactical station. With the continued use of combat-oriented workstations, we have studied what our tactical officers find useful and what they find distracting. As a result, our computer scientists have come up with a more streamlined interface to the workstation that better suits tactical officers in the heat of combat. Hover over the icon to see detailed info. Shield penetration is better, armor penetration is better, and weapons damage is better. Let's have it, and we've still got a massive power surplus. Oh yes, remove auto-generate. Thanks, folks. Cheers, guys. Yeah, I always forget about that. Build 2 of them and build 1 more Corvette. That could be a very good idea. I think that should be a nice little starter fleet for us. We're going to call this the Bette Midler design.
A good ship design is like a work of art. Subtle, nuanced, and with eyes that follow you across the room. It's important to know what you're doing, and that's why I'm here. One of the most important things to consider is how you assign utilities. There are 3 types: tactical in red, engineering in gold, and support in blue. Each utility offers different benefits and optimizations for you to exploit. Tactical slots typically grant a variety of bonuses to weapons damage, range, and performance. Engineering utilities offer additional defensive capabilities. Support slots generally offer bonuses to speed, evasion, or accuracy. You can place additional backup reactors in all 3 utility slots for additional power. Beyond these are the auxiliary slots, which provide a variety of out-of-combat bonuses.
Thank you very much, Q. That was an excellent description. Understood. And we have saved the ship, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay, so we're out of the ship designer now. One thing that have I saved it? Design already exists. Yes, we've saved it. Good. I see you are now building a ship. Yes. Oh no! Your internet died. That's not good. Remove life support for more space for additional weapons. I can't do that. People will die. Don't forget to upgrade your existing ships. Yes, I'll do that now. Ship designer. Okay, let's take a look at the Franklin, see what we can do. Hasn't really got much in the way of guns, has it? I do like the Franklin. Look, it's a science ship, of course. We've got additional bulkheads here, an additional fusion reactor. Well, why? What's the point of that? Science station. What have we got? Engineering station, officer's workstation with the advanced sensors. Hang on. What are you? Are you You are a science ship. Yes, that's fine. Good. We've only got additional bulkheads here. Armor plating. You know, if they're going to die, they're going to die. We'll leave it as it is. That's fine. Save. Yes. And we'll put you on auto upgrade as well. And once we have the science ship done, we'll take a look at the construction ship as well. Once again, it's fine as it is. Our corvette. It's got light pulse cannons. But it's already got pulse cannons, of course. It's got a power surplus, as we know. So let's take the... There we go, we'll take that. I think you're going to be a charger, aren't you? Actually, no, we'll go with Picket for you. Focus on intercepting charging ships. So I need you to upgrade, auto-upgrade as well. Yep. You've got type 3 polarized hull plating, that's fine. There we go. Okay. Science ship crewed by all Makos. Yeah, it must be. Right, so we suggested that I might want to build a couple of Intrepids. Oh, they're expensive. And one more frigate. We'll have to save up to do that. We're not making that much money, sadly. But we are building more stations over here. Let's just take a look. In fact, no, let's just unpause. Let things happen as they will. Yeah, I did hover over the icons after it told me how to do it.
Technology discovered.
Oh, the NX project, United Earth's ambitious plan to create a Warp 5 vessel, is still struggling. The original vision of Zephram Cochrane, which began in 2119 with the foundation of the new faster-than-light research complex in Bozeman, Montana, is now several decades old, and yet most of humanity's ships still crawl between the stars at Warp 2. Admiral Maxwell Forrest states with distaste, in distaste at the Vulcan ambassador Saval. Earlier today, he was elated with the news of the successful launch of the earliest prototype of the NX project. Now it seems his day is becoming worse. With all due respect, Ambassador, Earth has a fleet now. Our Warp 4 engine was recently installed on the USS Franklin, and the Admiral began before being cut off. It was less than a decade ago when your commander Robertson almost lost his life because of this reckless pursuit, Admiral. We simply advise caution, Saval intoned. Very, very good way of writing it. Who does the writing for this? Do we know? Very good. We still feel the NX we still feel? the NX project should be suspended. Not forever, just a few more years. I'll pass your suggestion to Prime Minister Nathan Samuels. Proceed with the NX project anyway. I do what I want. Mars, is there anything I can do for you? Not really. Can't even clear your tiles. How about you, Earth? Let's take a look at your surface progression at the moment. Oh, hello. The USS Walker NCC-6 sensors have locked onto a vessel and it's loaded to capacity with minerals and its engines appear dead. An automated distress signal loops every 78 seconds. Captain Eichklitz orders a channel open and introduces himself. A short, rotund alien appears on the view screen. Aha! The alien replies. You've broadcast a distress signal. Do you need assistance? Aha! The alien replies once again. What's the nature of your problem? Captain Eric Krutz asks impatiently. We are Pakled, and our ship is the Mondor. We look for things that make our ship go. You help repair our ship, perhaps? We are... we are the Mondor. Oh. Random thought, that turret design, was it ever seen in canon, or has it just become the default after the Armada games? I think the Armada games exclusively created that. Ooh, Tau says he's probably going to host a slightly modded Stellaris game with all the DLC next Friday. Interesting. Alright, let's send an away team. Geordie's going to get captured. That'll be bad times. What have we got? We can have a trading centre, Interstellar Academy, which could be very interesting, or we can have a streamlined bureaucracy. Let's take the Interstellar Academy. Still got 20 months remaining on our phase cannons, which is a bit sad. Oh, hello. Oh my god, what's this music? Do you know what? I don't mind it. Love the way it kicked in just as the Mondo was in the system. Suddenly, James Bond Mondo. Captain Krutz has joined the away team repairing the Pakled vessel. While aboard, he discovers that the ship's databanks contain extensive scientific data on the region of space. Given the varying encoding formats, including at least one classified United Earth protocol, the data is likely stolen from multiple species. Captain mulls whether to confront the Pakled about the data or abandon the repairs. Yeah, we're going to confront the Pakled. Oh no. Captain Kurtz accuses the Pakled captain of having stolen data from the United Earth. The alien laughs as he draws a disruptor pistol, vaporizing a member of the repair team. Oh no! Captain Kurtz orders the USS Walker transporter chief to beam the rest of the crew back aboard. As the team are successfully beamed back, a hastily configured dampening field is set in place by the Pakled, prevents the return of the captain. The Pakled captain transmits a warning to the Walker, NCC-6. The captain must complete the repairs to the vessel alone, or be killed. This is a disaster! Oh, Captain, not Geordie. How could they have done this to you? Overseer says, fucking Pakleds. Captain Kurtz is forced to proceed alone with the repairs to the Pakled vessel. Given the precarious state of the ship's warp core, direct action could prove disastrous and destroy the ship along with the captain. We could attempt to kick the Pakled, or we could attempt to intimidate the Pakled. We're going to intimidate the Pakled. Do you know how big the United Earth fleet is? We have 1,000 ships for every one of yours. Release our captain now, or suffer the consequences. The first officer grimly transmits her threat to the Pakled captain, who frowns in concern. Yes, yes, you are strong, he mutters, before lowering the ship's shields. Captain Kurtz is successfully boomed aboard the USS Walker NCC-6, where he orders the helm to proceed to the next survey target. I could have gone better. The Pakled ship was mostly repaired, although through Captain Kurtz's efforts. It appears ready to move off, following their failure to hold their hostage. I would like the research database, please. It did sound a bit Starsky and Hatch, I agree. Alright, so we've got a couple of scientists that have leveled up, which is always awesome. Packlids are identified, destroy, colonize on site. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Yeah, you're building the mining stations, that's fine. Oh wow. All of our...
Survey complete.
Do you know what I'm going to do with you?
Construction
I'm just going to turn
complete.
auto... No, don't go that... Okay, fine, go that way, it's fine. Earth has finished its surface construction queue. And do you know what? You, as well, I'm going to tell you to go and survey where you want as well. There you go. Auto survey is on both of our ships now, so they can do their thing. For someone playing the Federation, you act dangerously like a Cardassian. Well, I mean, we needed their resources. It's very important. Earth must grow and prosper. Oh, look, we've got processed dilithium on the go now, which is pretty good. So we've got three of 4 here. Lots of strategic uses for them. Now, I think... Yeah, I keep thinking about what I can do here. Let's build a power plant over here. Yes, as you can see, we've got power there. Oh, hello. The Vulcan holy world of Pajem appears to many on Earth to be a paradox. The Vulcan people claim to be innately logical, eschewing superstitions. However, at the heart of their culture are a number of rituals and beliefs that are distinctly religious in nature. By dispatching a cultural mission to the holy world of Pajem, we may be able to understand our neighbours better. Andorians! Dispatch the cultural mission, please.
Log updated.
Hey. There we are. Okay, so where's Pajem? There it is. Yeah, I want to do that. So, was it a science ship that needs to be in orbit? Let's just check again. It is, so... Ooh. Well, they're not going to. We're friends. Off we go. Research projects in this system. Hello, nurse. The galaxy is dark and full of terrors. Once again, I'm not 100% sure who the writer is. Defiant Wolf, thank you so much for subscribing. Really good of you, my man. Join us in a coalition for mutual protection. The galaxy is dark and full of terrors. Rahola, the Lord of Light. Agree.
We will stand as one in the face of our enemies.
Oh, look at this. We've got loads of friends now. We've got tons of friends. The Federation is going to happen. After successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the Andorian Empire. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. Excellent! We could learn much from each other, Andorian. Ooh, our citizens greet you in peace. Isn't that lovely? Let's do that. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Sol system. These strange objects have been flagged as Andorian Empire until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. After successfully translating their language, we've established communications with a Tellarite technocracy. Diplomatic channels are now open. Hello! And our citizens also greet you in peace, because we're peaceful and lovely. Interesting. After successfully... Oh, the Orion Free States. Interesting. Whereabouts are you? You're down here. Oh, they're going to come into conflict with the Vulcans at some point, I imagine. Diplomatic channels. We could learn much from each other. How are your women these days? Can we have an open border policy? Because damn, Daniel, we could learn much from each other, Orion. Apparently, like, everything is in the Sol system. I think that might be an error, because I don't see enemy vessels in the Sol system. Alright, we are now part of this union. Let's just take a look at our contacts and work it out. We've got a migration treaty, we've got a trade deal, we've got an alliance. Let's see, both the Andorians and the... Oh, look, Federation Founders, Federation... Oh, we're all Federation Founders together, look, isn't that nice? You've got trade deals with the Vulcan High Command. Casus Belli on the Vulcan High Command, which is unsurprising, really. And the Vulcan High Command, I imagine, has some Casus Belli on... Oh. Interesting. I haven't got Casus Belli on anybody, have I? Eh. So we've got the 40 Eridani Entente. Let's see if we can communicate with these guys. We'll give them a migration treaty. I think that'll be fun. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we can't give them association status at the moment. Because they simply won't accept. That's fine. But we'll go for the migration treaty, which should be fine. That's all I want from you. And the Tellarites. Give us Ganadis. Orion clothing, free states. Yes, indeed. There we go. So we have offered free migration between our peoples. It seems to be a very good idea for us to do that because it's an easy way for us to generate friendship. Oh, look at all this. Still not in a position to be able to build more ships, which is most concerning. I don't like that at all. Has our science ship got to Pajem yet? Not yet. Our construction ship, is it doing anything useful? No, of course it's not. Oh, hello. It's been a long road getting from there to here. 2 years after the successful test flight of the annexed Zeta Earth is celebrating laying the keel for the very first Warp 5 vessel, Starfleet's first true flagship, the NX Light Cruiser class Enterprise. But while technology has progressed at a breakneck speed, realizing the dreams of scientists such as Archer, Tazaki, and Cochrane, the Vulcans continue to warn humanity, that it is not ready for the perils that face them in deep space. Their political pressure can be felt throughout the industrial sector on Earth. The project's resources are quickly dwindling, and many employees of the Warp 5 complex have been reassigned to different projects. While the Enterprise hull floats proudly in space dock, in truth it is but an empty shell. Analysts and military strategists are forced to admit that they cannot estimate when this ambitious project will be completed. The success of the project is vital. The Enterprise is more than a testbed for the experimental propulsion and weapon technologies, but a symbol of the hopes and dreams of humanity. Oh, balls. We've got to continue at current pace. We haven't got 500 minerals. What a bag of old wank. Continue at current pace. Damn bollocks. Right, here we go. We're going to Pajem now, so that could be fun. Very good. Like it's The Sims.
Technology discovered.
Ooh. We have the phase cannon, ladies and gentlemen. We can have hardened force fields. Hey, look, it's a... got inertial dampeners, phase inverters. Stop that. EPS manifold. So what do you do? Warp reactor plasma is additionally distributed. Got a command station. We get hardened force fields. Armor hit points, ship hull hit points, and shield points. We're taking that, baby. We've got communications. Okay, so they want to give me 214 energy credits for 15 years worth of processed dilithium. I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline that, I think. What do you guys think? I don't think that's a worthwhile deal. I don't think there's any point to this deal, from my point of view. The only thing that it will do, if I agree to it, is it will make the Vulcans like me a little bit more. Do you really think I should take that deal, Gooseman? I think it's bad for me. I'm giving them a load of processed dilithium, which is, you know, vital, critical almost to me, for just a few energy credits once. Well, we're giving dilithium. United Earth gives monthly processed dilithium. So we're giving away our dilithium, we're not taking it. Gooseman says, this early in the game you can sacrifice the dilithium should you choose to. Okay, good to know. NX class didn't have the problems of TNG, DS9 and Voyager. No exploding bridge consoles to kill extras. It did happen a little bit, Jirel. It did happen a little bit. Yeah, Paradoxical, who are the creators of this mod, suggest that I might want to decline. That was my initial gut reaction, and I'm going to listen to the guys who developed the mod. I love you all for your advice, thank you so much, but if they created the mod, they probably got a fairly good idea about what I should do. We've got Galasite in there. Oh, interesting. We're at Pagem now.
Construction complete.
It's going to be... Yep, we're visiting the Vulcan Holy World.
Special project complete.
Here we go. Arriving at Pagem, Captain Kreutz, he's having an interesting life as Kreutz, is greeted in a perfunctory manner by Tukosh, the Ministry Elder. After a short tour of the monastery entrance hall, Tukosh appears eager to send Kreutz on his way. Unsure whether the odd behaviour is typical of the monks to all visitors, or whether something else is bothering the Elder Vulcan, Kreutz mulls investigating further. Yeah, we will. Captain Kreutz is, I'm massacring his name, and I'm sorry, appears to have been warranted, as further investigation of the grounds has uncovered the presence of an Andorian strike team holding most of the monks hostage, claiming that the monastery is being used to hide a subspace listening post targeting the Andorian Empire. The leader threatens to detain Captain Kreutz and the rest of his away team as Vulcan collaborators. Attempt to rescue!
Technology discovered.
Must attempt rescue. Captain Archer would be proud. Looks like we've got to change the bulbs. It's a read alert. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels, my name is Cesar Saleta, and I've been leading a team researching advanced materials technologies. I'm pleased to announce that we've made a substantial breakthrough, offering us a number of potential applications to pursue. Please let us know which the following avenues you wish us to develop. Ooh la la. Let's provide more information, please. Certainly, Prime Minister. As you know, recently we have seen several breakthroughs in material manufacturing, as well as ship construction and design. We now must make a decision between two technological paths. Light hull construction. By selecting this specialization, we order our scientists to focus their energies to develop materials that are progressively lighter, yet retain their durability. We also open up a path of research that deals with making materials harder to detect, oh my lord, on sensors. The result are ships that are capable of evading enemy fire with much greater ease. I recommend selecting this option if you want to focus on a fleet of small, fast and nimble ships to maximize this path's benefit. Heavy hull construction, however, as the name suggests, by selecting this path, we direct our scientists to develop the most durable and resistant substances possible in nature. Eventually, this also leads to breakthroughs, or will lead to breakthroughs in the development of superior armor plating techniques. I recommend this option if you want to focus on fleets of large, sturdy vessels that could benefit from increased armor. Bolt selector, says Sam Ronan. Walter says, I can't remember how this episode went, but I'm liking how it's going. Me too. Nukes don't taste, at least not for very long, Krolter. Andorian death stack, yes. Hey, Boingo, how you doing, my man? I'm really tempted, guys, to also... Hey on YouTube as well. I can see that you're there as well. Also, Deuce, thank you for the advice. I don't think I've said hello to you earlier on. So, hello, Quentin. Oh, it's quiet in. Sorry, quiet in sound. Just trying to look at the very small writing that I've got for my chat. Captain Archer's escape pod collection. That'd be amazing in a museum. I'd love it. So will we go Galaxy class or Defiance for the future? That is a really, really good question. I'm tempted by light hull construction myself. I'm going to let you guys have a chat about this amongst yourselves for a couple of minutes, because I'm going to go and refill my coffee cup. And once I get back, yes. Once I get back, hopefully you guys will have given me some more advice on what you think I should do, light or heavy hull construction. Just stick it in the chat. I can't be bothered doing a separate poll. It's too challenging. It's too difficult to do. But yes, give me your advice while I'm away making a cup of coffee, and when I get back, we will take the most popular option. Back in a few. Okay, folks, we are back. Yeah, we've got a lot of answers. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I've just been reading through them. A core of heavies with a load of lights. Not sure how the mods has changed from earlier versions. I always went heavy for better armor so I could tank the Borg. I don't think we're going to be too concerned about the Borg at this point. Evasion had nearly no effect against them. That's an interesting thing to know. Heavy hull is better, says Fire King. Juice is, I think he's in two minds, but he did say heavy initially. Just get the good one that will win. This is one of the choices that decides, do you build lots of ships or just a few big bastards? The larger the fleet, the better chance you have at winning this game, but like all battles, they're fairly predetermined because of how the combat system works. Yeah, there's... Ideally you need both, says Jarrell. It's not a massive gain in armour. I think I'm going to have to make this decision by myself. You guys are split down the middle. Damn it. I'm going to start with light and then we'll get heavy later. I think that's the choice I have to make. And I think it's a reasonable choice. There is no galore option. That's because we're not playing a glorious race. We're playing as the Federation.
Technology
Light hull
discovered.
construction. That's what we've gone for. Okay, so... Oh, look at this. All sorts of technology researched. Captain Kiltz's attempts to rescue the Vulcan monks has succeeded, as the away team quickly overpower the attackers. Damage to several monastery walls reveals a number of hidden spaces, leading to a vast underground chamber. Inside, the subspace listening post the Andorians claimed was being used against them. Faced with the knowledge that the Vulcan High Command had subverted one of their own holy sites for covert surveillance, Captain Kreutz mulls his options on how to respond. We are going to expose the listening post. I will not keep the secret. This isn't fair. It is not reasonable. Expose the listening post to the Andorians. News that the Vulcan High Command was using its holy site to hide covert listening posts has spread rapidly after the Andorian strike team on Pajem were allowed to depart. While the implications for Earth-Vulcan relations are worrying, it appears that the Andorian Empire will be open to further dialogue in the future. Understood. Understood. Okay, so we've got Interstellar Academy done. Let's just pause for a moment. We can get hydroponics bays, capacity overload, biolabs. We're going to go with engineered moral codes. Engineered? That's concerning, isn't it? Hey, we didn't pause. Engineering. Right. What can we get here? We can get Chemosite, but I don't think we've got any Chemosite within our territory, so we won't do that yet. Prosperity. Exploit resource. I think we'll unlock these components. Can I get a warship named the USS Fire King? If and when I ever have enough money. Grinzel says, just saying, I'm watching you twice, Twitch and YouTube. Good man, I love it. That's dedication, Grinzel. Grinzel is, I think you're the lead developer, aren't you, of New Horizons? But either way, he has been a long-term friend of the channel and a magnificent friend to Star Trek. Star Trek just doesn't have enough good mods out there, and this is a great one. USS not the face. Right, you're doing something at the moment. You're at Pajem currently, but you've got nothing to do. So let's put you back onto auto look aroundy. You're busy. Let's take a look at Sol. What's going on here? This building requires a grown pop to function. Okay, we're just waiting for that pop to grow. Come on, man. Let's zoom in on Mars. Hello, Mars.
Survey complete.
Let's upgrade this bad boy. Looks like you're migrating to Earth. Fair enough. Okay, your choice. Dick. Okay, I've got a survey complete over there. Still only got 148 minerals. Is that not terrible? The Andorians, they're open to further... Oh, look at all the friendliness. Let's communicate. I think that we've already got migration status. Yes, we have. I'd love to invite you to a coalition, but we're not quite there. Not quite there.
Construction complete.
Let's go for a trade deal. see about a research agreement. Yep, they're up for it. Do you know what? We'll go for a 30-year one. Boom. I love it. We're reviewing your proposal. And you're up for it, but you want it a little bit less. Yep, let's okay it. Let's see if we can get a research agreement with our Tellarite friends as well. What you gonna do about this? Let's offer a trade deal, go for a research agreement, for a research agreement. And yeah, they'll go for 30 years. Let's have it. Oh yeah. Now, another thing that we should probably do right now is we should pause, we should go to our ship designer, and we should take a look and see if our ships have been correctly upgraded, because I think we've got phase cannons now. And these are pulse cannons. Yep, there we go, that's upgraded. Is there anything else that we want here? Reactive stealth hull. Sounds damn cool. Save that. Back to the ship designer. Let's go to the Bette Midler. Oh, in fact, you've auto-upgraded anyway, haven't you? So I've kind of wasted my time there. Oh well. Is there a new design that we can do? No, there isn't. Oh. Oh no, this isn't a Met, isn't it? Is it? Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Yes, okay, that's fine. Don't need to make any more ships yet. Unpause. The USS Naughty Men. Is that one of my catchphrases? Is it Naughty Men? It's something I don't notice myself saying as often as I perhaps should.
Give us gonna dis.
Give us gonna dis. Ah, cool. Excellent stuff. Gotta watch out for those Orions. Do I? Okay. We'll have to get mugs with Naughty Men put on it, but that, you know, if anybody buys that, it'll probably give people unrealistic ideas about what the guy's saying. I like Naughty Men. What's this? Basic engineering lab. This pop still hasn't grown yet. How dare he? Let's grab a power plant here, because you haven't got a job. I should. What does this do? Okay. Interstellar Academy. What do you do? Nothing. You're a basic biolab. We'll make one of you. Just got to make sure that I stay in the. I want to say in the green, but it's also in the black, isn't it? So either works. I really do need to pay more attention to my planets. It's not something I'm very good at all. We need to build something here. Maybe an industrial fabricator.
Construction complete.
Should we do that? Or a hydroponic farm?
Anomaly detected.
Oh. As always, we'll pause and read it. Impressive structures litter a small area of the surface of Epsilon Indi, that number, practically begging for some archaeological work. Yes, please. Always, always, always. So over here, there's a number of things that we can do. We can upgrade a bunch of stuff. We could get a local garrison if we chose to. We could get an Interstellar Academy. What does an Interstellar Academy do? Okay, it produces a load of research. Its upkeep is quite high on the old energy stakes, though, so we won't do that. What does a fabricator do? Okay, so it takes energy to create power, which is... It takes energy to create minerals, my apologies. I know what I mean to say, I'm just very stupid, that's all. How much do my ships cost? An unacceptable amount. Maybe I could take a break to download the 220 megabytes of the submod and restart for a save of the current game. Yes, I think I might do that in a couple of minutes. I'll just take a couple more decisions and then I will save and restart. Dilithium refinery is going to be no good to me. What about a power plant 2? We'll use power plant 2 here. Because it's always good to have more power. Let's upgrade the buildings that we can over here. And right, folks, looks like it's time for us to save. Do I do that over here? No, I just press escape, don't I? Save game. And we'll call it NH. NH better fed than dead. Never said that before. And what we'll have to do, folks, I'm ever so sorry, is we will go back into the pause menu, if you will, and we'll spend 5-10 minutes doing the download that we need to do. Is it already done? Is it, Grinzel? Wow. I think Interstellar Academy gets an upgrade later. You can, USS Spooning with Gil. You can either choose plus 10 physics, bioengineering, research buff. That's pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. USS Coffee in that nebula. I like it. But yes, we will do what needs to be done. We will download the update and we'll come back to you in about 5 or 10 minutes. I think what I might do is I might call this part 1 of the stream. How long have we been going? Let's just take a damn good look. We've been going for an hour and a half. So what I'll do is I'll take about 20 minutes off and then I'll come back for part 2 of the stream with the update, I think. So hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, folks. Please do stick around, watch another video somewhere else in the meantime. I suggest either Intrepid Dawn's fantastic YouTube channel or indeed Corey's. Most of you are familiar with both, I imagine. And I'll be back in about 20 minutes with the download done. Oh, my apologies. And we will continue our adventure then, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Cryptic, you just arrived and now I'm going for 20 minutes. I'm ever so sorry. I will see you soon.